Okay, today's class is about multiplying matrices. This is day 2 of Unit 2. So we're going to start off by saying matrices A and B can be multiplied if and only if the number of columns, get this written out, the number of columns in A, in matrix A, is equal to the number of rows in matrix B. The number of rows in matrix B. Okay, that's what it has to. The number of columns in A has to equal the number of rows in B. So if matrix A has dimensions, we're just going to go this m by n, and matrix B has dimensions n by p, then the resulting dimensions is m by p. So let me show you why I said that. I tell people to put them together. So we have m by n and n by p. I'm going to kind of put them together where you need to make sure that that number and this number are the same. Okay, these have to be the same or you can't multiply. So then the result, the end, is going to be just m times p, m by p. Okay, so let's look at some examples. Let me make sure they all can be seen. All right, so we're going to deal with A and D. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write the dimensions for all 4 of these. So it's row by column. So this is 4 by 3. This is 1 by 5. This one is a 2 by 4. And this one is a 3 rows by 1 column. So we're going to multiply A times D. And all I want you to do here is determine if the product is defined. That means if you put A is 4 by 3 and D, which is 3 by 1, and these 2 right here in the middle are the same, then the resulting product will be 4 by 1. And if you can do this, the answer to this is yes, it is defined. All right, number 2 is A is 4 by 3. C is 2 by 4. These 2 in the middle are not the same, so I can't do anything. No, can't do anything. Let's look at BE. So B is 1 by 5. Oh, there's an E. Let me go down here to E. E is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 2. Okay, so E is 5 by 2. These 2 in the middle are the same, so my resulting product is 1 by 2, and yes, I can do it. All right, this is for multiplying. All right, let's do B. Let me go up here and see what B was again. B is a 1 by 5. So we have a 1 by 5. D is a 3 by 1. These 2 in the middle don't work, so the answer is no. All right, problem 5 is C is a 2 by 4. A is a 4 by 3. The 2 in the middle are the same, so the answer is yes, and my answer is 2 by 3. So this is a yes. And I'm going to let you keep going, okay? I'm going to move on because I need to, I don't want to spend the whole time doing all of these. I'm sure you can do E, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm going to skip this part here, okay? I'm not going to do this part here. I am going to go straight to a problem. All right? All right, so what we're going to do is we have to, just like we did a minute ago, we're going to find the dimensions of both of these. So this is a 2 by 2. This is a 2 by 2. The 2 in the middle, they're the same, so my resulting one is also a 2 by 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw a 2 by 2. Let me make this bigger so I have enough room. No, but I won't see it. There we go. All right, so in order to multiply, you are going to take, I'm going to use a highlighter. You do not have to use a highlighter. You can use this, you can circle until you get familiar. You can use pencils and just erase, but we're going to start with row 1 and column 1. Okay, that's how we're going to start. So I'm going to write them here. Row 1, and we'll put them on top of each other, -4 and -9. There's row 1. And then next to it, I'm going to put column 1, which is 6, -5. Now, why did I choose these two? Because in this 2 by 2 that I'm making, this first box is row 1, column 1. The element is row 1, column 1. Okay? This box over here is row 1, column 2. So I'm going to highlight these so you know where I took these from. Okay? All right, I am going to multiply them together. So -4 times 6 is 24, and -9 times -5 is 45. Sorry, that's -24. And then I'm going to add them. Okay? I'm going to add them. So -24 plus 45. Let me get to that. -24 plus 45 is 21. So the answer to this first one, I'm going to put a box around it, is 21. Now, let me erase. And now I'm going to choose a different color for the next one, okay? So I'm going to choose now row 1, column 2. That's in here. And I'll highlight it in a minute. So I'm going to write these down again, just like this. So -4, -9 times -1 and 4. And then I'm going to multiply across the top. I'll write this out. Okay, so now remember, these are blue. Row 1, column 2. So when I multiply, -4 times -1 is +4. -9 times 4 is -36. I'm going to add them together, and I get -32. And that's the answer for that box. All right, now I'm going to do row 2. This is row 2, column 1. So let me pick a different color. We'll do green. All right, row 2, column 1. So here we go. This is 3 and -2 times 6 and -5. Remember, this is column 1. The top is row 1. The bottom is row 2. Now we're going to multiply. 3 times 6 is 18. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There's no fraction here. Sorry, 18. -2 times -5 is 10. I'm going to add them up and I get 28. Okay, these are green. Okay, I want you to put them with each other. All right, let me erase. And I'll use a different color for the last one. Let's use lilac. Sounds good. Row 2. This is row 2, column 2. Here we go. All right, so we're going to put here row 2, which is 3, -2. And we're going to put column 2, which is -1 and 4. Multiply, so we get -3. -2 plus 4 is -8. Add them up, and you get -11. And there's my answer. Okay? All right, let's try number 10. So let's make sure this is a 2 by 2. So I'm going to write down 2 by 2. This is also a 2 by 2. Those are the same. So my resulting one is a 2 by 2. So here we go. I'm going to make it big enough so that I have enough room. All right, again, just like here, we're starting row 1, column 1. So row 1 is negative 2 and 0. Column 1 is 8 and negative 2. Negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. 0 times negative 2 is 0. Add them up, you get negative 16. That's the answer for that one. Okay? So let's go back. That was row 1, column 1. Now, let's go do row 2. I'm going to keep it here anyway. So row 1, column 2. That's this side. Nobody says you have to go in this order, but you just have to know that this is row 1, column 1. This is row 2, column 1. This is row 1, column 2. This is row 2, column 2. So we just need to make sure we know where those things are. All right, so we said row 1, negative 2, 0. Column 2, negative 3, negative 9. Multiply, you get 6 and 0. Add them up, and you get 6. And there is my answer. All right, row 1, column 2. And I'll do that one in green. So row 2, column 1. Got to make sure you know where you are. So this one is 6, 4, because it's row 2. It's also column 1, which is 8, negative 2. Multiply. So you get 48 minus 8 equals 40. And there's that answer. All right, let's move on to the last one, which is row 2. It'll let me erase. There we go. The last one, I will do that one in purple, and I totally forgot to do this one. There we go. This one is row 2, column 2. There we go. All right, here we go. This might take a little bit of practice. So row 2 is 6, 4. Column 2 is negative 3 and negative 9. Multiply. Negative 18 minus 36, and you get negative 54. And there is my answer. Okay? All right, I'm going to go to the next video, and I'm going to do just a bunch of practice problems for you to watch.